reached our final topic, and it's a tricky one because you cannot see it on a plate or measure it with a pedometer. So we're talking about the chronic stress. So Richard, people often say, I'm so stressed, like it's just a feeling. But you say it's actually a physiological state. So what really happens in our body when we are stressed?
Stress is actually a survival mechanism. Remember that. When your brain senses danger, it triggers the sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight and flight response.
So it's like our body's alarm system.
Exactly. It is also activates something called the HPA axis. The hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal glands working together. And here's what happened. Your adrenal glands release adrenaline and cortisol. Okay? Adrenaline speed up your heart rates and raises your blood pressure and getting you ready to fight and run. Cortisol pumps sugars into your blood. So your muscles have instant energy.
So that sounds useful in the wild, Richard.
It is, Micah. In the past, this helped humans to escape predators. But today, the predators is often a work deadline, a mortgage payment, or a stressful job.
And that's the problem. The lion never leaves the room. If your stress response is turned on at 9 a.m. and stay on until 9 p.m., your organs are basically soaked in stress hormones all day.
Exactly, okay? Chronically high cortisol is harmful. It can mess with your sleep, weaken your immune system, and even make your body store fat around your belly.
So the famous stress belly.
Yes, and the abdominal fat is the most dangerous for heart health.
So in your research, you mentioned a term called allostatic load. So it sounds like an engineering term. So what does it mean for a human being?
Basically, it means wear and tear on the body, like the from chronic stress.
So can you explain that a bit more?
Sure, okay? Think of a car engine that keep running at full speed. Even when the car is like just sitting in the driveway. Eventually parts break down. Okay? For humans, high allostatic loads can cause a system-wide breakdown, okay? People may experience autoimmune problems, constant headaches, or digestive issues, or like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome.
So why does stress affect our digestion?
Okay, when your body thinks it's in danger, it deprioritizes the digestion. Okay, survival comes first, so your stomach and intestine take a back seat.
And here's where the vicious cycle begins, Micah. If someone has high allostatic load, they become mentally drained.
So they can make healthy choices.
Exactly. They don't have the energy to choose a salad over pizza or go for a 30 minutes walk. Instead, someone may reach for nicotine or alcohol as a quick way to cope.
So stress really acts like the manager and of all the other risk factors we've talked about.
Yes, and if the manager is panicking, okay, the whole factory falls apart.
Okay, so we know that stress is everywhere and we can always change our environment. So we can always quit our stressful job immediately. So how do we protect our bodies from the inside out?
We need to manually activate the brakes in our bodies. The brake system is the parasympathetic nervous system, also called the rest and digest mode.
So how do we do that?
The most powerful tool is something we do 20,000 times a day breathing.
Breathing, so that's it?
Yes, especially the diaphragmatic breathing. That means taking deep, slow breath into your belly. This activates the vagus nerve, which send a signal to the brain saying, "We are safe." Turn off the adrenaline.
Okay, so just 5 minutes of this can lower your heart rate and blood pressure almost immediately.
Another important tool is to sleep. Sleep allows the brain's lymphatic system, its waste cleaning system to work.
So what happens if we don't sleep enough?
Okay, if you are stressed and only get 5 hours of sleep, your brain wakes up full of metabolic waste. Okay, this raises cortisol levels even before you have your morning coffee.
And also, don't forget social connection. Humans are social animals. Real conversation, not just texting, helps the body release oxytocin.
Oxytocin, isn't that love hormone?
Yes, it's also a cardioprotective. It can help repair heart cells that were damaged by stress hormones like cortisol.
Or cortisol. Okay?
Cortisol.
Yes. Okay, so deep breathing, enough sleep, and connecting with people, these are the simple ways to protect your body when you're stressed. Okay? Can't be removed immediately.
So we have covered a lot over this 4 session. The dangers of a poor diet, the statue effect of inactivity, the vascular risk of smoking and alcohol, and now the silent architect of stress. And it can feel like a lot of bad news. But Richard, you mentioned the word agency.
Okay, that's the most important word in this podcast. Okay, these are the modifiable risk factors. Your genetics might set the stage, but you're the one driving the car. Okay, the World Health Organization says that up to 80% of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes could be prevented by managing these 4 areas.
And remember, these all factors connected. If you start a small walking routine today, your stress level drop because your stress is lower. You sleep better because you have the energy and willpower to eat healthier. It's an upward spiral.
So what is your final advice for someone who wants to change but feels overwhelmed?
My advice is start small. The biggest mistake is trying to change everything at once. Pick up one thing, swap soda to water, or commit to a 5-minute walk. Your body is remarkable resilience. It's never too late to start.
Okay, science is clear. Small consistent changes are far from or more powerful than a 1-week detox. Okay, your body is a healing machine. You just need to give it the right environment.
So thank you, Trenlor and Richard, for guiding us through this journey. To our listeners, have the information and tools. The power to improve your future health is in your hands, on your plate, and in your movements.
Be kind to yourself, stay consistent, and seek support from the people around you.
So thank you for joining us and make one small positive change today, and your future self will thank you. So until next time, stay well.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.